Hi, it's Tammy at the library. Welcome to story time about pumpkins. Our first book is called The Very Best Pumpkin. Down a winding country lane and over a rolling hill, you'll find Pumpkin Hollow Farm, where a young boy named Peter lives with his grandparents, Mimi and Papa. In the spring, they grow plump, juicy strawberries, and in the summer, corn, crisp and sweet as honey. But it's in the fall that Mimi and Papa's farm produces the most wonderful crop of all, pumpkins. Big pumpkins, small pumpkins, short pumpkins, tall pumpkins. They grow pumpkins of every shape and size. One summer, not so long ago, as Peter was tending his pumpkins, he spotted a long, curly-cue vine he hadn't noticed before. It twisted and traveled all the way beyond the far edge of the field. Curious, Peter followed it where it went. Cautiously, he clambered over pumpkin after pumpkin, and he trailed the vine into the nearby meadow. And at the vine's very end, much to Peter's surprise, he discovered a tiny pumpkin growing all by itself among the weeds. Poor little pumpkin, thought Peter. It's awfully lonely out here. Carefully, Peter cleared the weeds so the pumpkin could enjoy some sunshine. Then he loosened the soil around the plant and gave it some water. Every day that followed, when Peter had finished tending all the other pumpkins that grew side by side in the field, he hurried out to the meadow to visit his lonely little pumpkin. Peter was so busy that summer he didn't notice that a new family had moved in next door to Mimi and Papa's farm. Peter's new neighbor, Meg, spent most of her time alone, reading under a tree at the far edge of her yard. One afternoon, as Meg was reading, she heard a noise in the meadow next door. She peeked around just in time to see Peter as he bent to care for his special pumpkin. Day after day, Meg quietly watched, and little by little, Peter's pumpkin grew. It grew larger and rounder and plumper, and began to change color from pale yellow to dark green, and finally to a deep, rich orange red that glowed in the late summer sun. It was the most beautiful pumpkin Meg had ever seen. Soon the leaves began to change, and the days grew shorter and cooler. Folks began to arrive at Mimi and Papa's farm to select their pumpkins. Peter helped his teacher, Mrs. Clark, choose a pretty little pumpkin for her desk at school. Peter proudly showed Officer Bailey a big pumpkin in the middle of the field. It would look dandy on the steps of the police station in town. Miss Jane, the librarian, thanked Peter after he helped her pick just the right pumpkin for her award-winning pies. Peter helped pumpkin after pumpkin find a good home, but he was saving one pumpkin. His special pumpkin, the best pumpkin of all. One late afternoon, Meg and her parents came by the farm to select their pumpkins. Peter watched as Meg stepped gingerly into the field and began to search. She peeked under giant leaves and crawled over rambling vines and carefully stepped between pumpkin after pumpkin, but couldn't seem to find just the right one. Meg looked here and she looked there. She looked everywhere. Just as she was about to leave, someone stepped up behind her. "I think I might know where to look," Peter said. Peter guided Meg past all of the pumpkins in the field until they came upon the wandering vine. "Follow me," he said. They followed the vine to the meadow where Peter's pumpkin grew. "This one's the very best pumpkin," said Peter. "Oh, it's beautiful," Meg cried. Meg shyly told Peter how she had been there all along watching him care for his pumpkin. "I knew you were there," Peter confessed. "That's why I'd like you to have it." Together, Meg and Peter carried their special pumpkin across the field to show Meg's parents. Autumn turned to winter, and winter into spring. Soon it was summer once again, and Peter was busy tending a new crop of pumpkins side by side with his new friend Meg. Every day they cleared the weeds and tilled the soil and watered the field. And just like the pumpkins, their friendship grew and grew. The end. The best pumpkin, the very best pumpkin ever. All right, Pumpkin Day. Sunny day, pack a lunch. In the treetops, squirrels munch. Scarecrow waves, open latch, through the gate to the pumpkin patch. Oops. Bumpy cart, baby goats. Pumpkin cart. Ponies run, baby goats have all the fun. Cornfields here and cornfields there. Then, pumpkins everywhere. Jump right in, the orange sea. Giant pumpkins just for me. Rolling ball, watch it go. Thump, thump, thump. Then, uh-oh. You found yours. What a prize. Little pumpkin, more my size. Take a spoon, scoop out goo. Make a face. Yikes, looks like you. On our porch, yellow light, ready for the spooky night. Orange moon in the sky, big and round, like pumpkin pie. Pumpkin Day. Okay, we have a craft, a cute little pumpkin beaded pipe cleaners. So, the first thing that we're going to need, in your kit, you will have an orange pipe cleaner, a smaller green pipe cleaner, and you will need lots of beads, lots of orange and green beads. Let me pull my orange and green beads back here so you can see them. Okay, so I'm going to pull this down so you can see what I'm doing here better. So the first thing we're going to do is just start beading, just start putting beads onto our orange pipe cleaner. Orange beads go onto the orange pipe cleaner. And we're going to fill this pipe cleaner with beads. We want to get all of the beads on here, or as full as it can be. And you feel free to take your time or go really fast. It doesn't matter. Just put your beads on your pipe cleaner. If you're a little bit younger, it might be a little bit tougher to do this. But you'll still be able to get it. I've got about half of my beads on. It takes just a few minutes to get this done. A little longer if you go a little slower. We want to leave a little room on each end. So I'm going to bend my end over and put some beads on this side. Okay. I think I've got this full enough. Okay, after you get all of your beads on your pipe cleaner, that you need. I might need to add 1 or 2 more here. Then you'll want to twist your ends together, or if you don't want to twist your ends together, you can poke them into the pipe cleaners, or poke them into the beads on the other side of the pipe cleaner, which is what I just did. So you can poke them in there. And what you can do now is you can shape your pumpkin. You can keep it a round pumpkin. I'm going to leave this one a round pumpkin, I think. But I did shape this one a little bit differently, so it looks a little bit more like a pumpkin. So you can twist it and turn it. You can see you can squeeze it into whatever shape you want. Okay. So go ahead and squish it into whatever shape you'd like. Then we're going to take the green pipe cleaner and just twist it around the orange pipe. Then we will take the green beads. I'm done with my orange ones. We'll take the green beads and just slide them over. And we're going to make our stem with these. Okay, I think I'm done. And then once you're done, you can just twist that, or you can bend this over. And if you want, you can kind of tuck it into your bead. Tuck it into the top bead here. Have an adult help you if you're struggling with this part. It's a little bit of a tricky part. Oh, mine came apart a little bit. I might have to tuck mine in there and then turn it a little bit to keep it from coming back apart. Okay, there is my pumpkin. So have fun with your pumpkins. You can decorate your house with them, or just enjoy playing with them. Happy Halloween, everybody.